Alright guys, so in the past we took a look at my retro gaming room, where I play all of my old games and record all the videos that you guys hopefully watch each and every week. But today I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to take a look at my living room, take a look at the modern systems that I own, and take a look at a few other hobbies that I have in addition to retro gaming. So here's the old retro gaming setup, and if we back up, what we'll have here is actually my living room. So we'll start here by looking at my television. Now, most of the stuff in here is actually a bit on the older side, but it all still works, and I'm not one of those people that buys a brand new TV every year or every other year. So what we have here is a 55-inch Vizio television. This was made before LED TVs were really popular, so as we can see here, it's about 4 inches thick, and you know, it's a little fat, uses a little bit more electricity, but it gets the job done. So that's a 55-inch television. And then all the equipment we have here, the brains of the operation are the Marantz receiver, AV receiver. So I actually bought this because, as you can see, it's not very tall, maybe 4 inches or so instead of 8 inches or more. Still has all the power of a real AV receiver, but it kind of fits what I'm looking for. Now this has 5 or 6 HDMI inputs, so that's kind of the brains of the operation. This is what we use to switch through all the settings. So should be able to turn this on. Let me kill the volume. Let's see here. Get off the radio. So there we have the turntable, the Wii U, the front, the Xbox 360, the Blu-ray player, HD DVD, LaserDisc, and the television. So that's the brains of the operation, sort of like the Framemeister is for the retro gaming. Our last generation system of choice is going to be the Xbox 360, and then as we can see here, I still have the original Xbox 360. Now this is a late revision. I don't remember the build date on this, but this is right before they went slim, so it's been pretty reliable. And then of course the giant power brick and a piece of tape covering the obnoxious light. Down here we have the LaserDisc player. Now I actually own 2 of these, but this is the more reliable of the 2. This isn't the greatest LaserDisc player in the world, but it does work, and it doesn't take up much room. It's actually... So here's a HD DVD player and a Blu-ray player that are the width of a normal AV rack, and then as we can see here, this is quite small. Even better is it's pretty much just 12 inches wide, or a little wider than 12 inches, or 13, or whatever a LaserDisc or a record is. So that's the player that I use. Like I said, it works. I actually have a remote for it, which is kind of nice, and as we can see here, it's massive. Looks like it's out of the 80s, despite this being built in 1998 or 1999, but it gets the job done. Alright, then moving back, we have how we watch all of our movies. So I have a Samsung Blu-ray player. This is old as well, probably 2008, 2009, right after HD DVD died. I bought a nice Samsung player, about 400 bucks, which today would be absurd, but it was a good price at the time. And then we have a HD DVD player. Now, I have the original launch day unit as well, from I think November of 2005 or whenever it came out, but I also have a second unit, so still use the HD DVD player and the Blu-ray player. Moving up to the top here, we have a turntable. So this is a Newmark turntable. It's belt driven, not direct drive, but something that I use just about every day to listen to music. And then moving over, we have the Wii U, which is going to be my modern system of choice. So I don't own an Xbox One, I don't own a PlayStation 4, and I rather like the Wii U. Now, as far as speakers go, I'll have a description in the video. I don't know what they are offhand, but we have a Pioneer Center, Pioneer floor standers on the left and the right, and then a Pioneer subwoofer. So these sound pretty spectacular. I think it's probably $600 or $700 total worth of speakers in this living room, so it's a pretty nice setup and works pretty well for playing the Xbox 360 and the Wii U in full surround sound. So let's see, moving back, we have a rear speaker and the Wii U remote. And then moving on this side, we have another speaker And then right next to the entertainment center, we have the office, so where this movie is going to be edited, and we'll kind of go over this in more detail later. So the Mac, the mic, the headphones, everything that we use to actually make videos will be a separate video, but that's where it happens. So in the last video you saw the top, now you can see the front. We'll kind of wrap things up here with just some of my other hobbies. So here we have about, I don't know, 15 years worth of DVD collecting, and then we also have quite a few Blu-rays as well. So DVD, Blu-ray, DVD, coming back up here, more DVDs, and then we have 3 shelves worth of HD DVDs. So I think there's about 100, and since they're worthless, there's really no reason of getting rid of them. I mean, they're full 1080p movies, most of them look pretty good. And then some more Blu-rays. So coming up here we have some CDs, and then I kind of mentioned before that I live in an apartment, so I don't have a dedicated game room. So here's where the Dreamcast stuff has sort of, this is the space that it occupies. It's in the living room, not near the Dreamcast at all. Here we have a small collection of comic books, and then if we move over here, here are all of the records in a crate. So we have, I'm not even sure how many records are in here, but there's quite a few. So pretty decent collection there. And then wrapping things up, the LaserDiscs, which are hiding way back here under this little stand. So these are a mix of terrible movies and great movies, like 101 Dalmatians, awful, Alien Resurrection, Overbashed. Let's see what else we have in here. Some classics like Dances with Wolves, some guilty pleasures like The Mighty Ducks, some awesome Nicolas Cage, Face Off. What else do we got in here? Here's another guilty pleasure. We got some Hook, Indiana Jones, obviously pretty solid. Jurassic Park, recently found this, which was pretty cool. So, and let's see, some of my favorite movies of all time. Here we go, Primal Fear. And then one of my absolute favorites, Rounders. So this is really late in the LaserDiscs life cycle. So this probably came out in 1998. And then I think in 99, LaserDisc was pretty much dead in America. So that's where all the LaserDiscs lie. And then actually we have something else that's pretty cool and pretty nerdy. And that is a box set of Star Trek movies. So if we take a look at the back here, I think there's 6 or 7 movies in there, but still also pretty cool. So this is more or less where I watch all my movies, LaserDiscs, listen to music, and then play some modern games on the Xbox 360 and Wii U. So on the next video, we're going to take a look at the editing station. But until then, have a great day.